Hello, everybody. J Twist here. Shows that I've got one like and one person, so the uno persona say hola. How's everybody doing today? Wait, see if anybody comes in here. If not, they can catch the replay, I guess. There might be a few things I'm going to talk about. One thing I'm going to do a video on. I was too upset the other day to make it. The one person dipped out. If this live stream doesn't take off, and this could just be the video, but I received a contract violation from DoorDash. Go figure, right? The contract violation was order was extremely late getting to the customer. Hey, Lisa. The order was extremely late getting to the customer. I would have had it there on time had your GPS not took me out of the way 5 miles, and then I had to backtrack another 5 miles to go deliver what should have taken me 2 or 3 miles to deliver. So go figure. So I contacted support, let them know about the GPS issue. I still got the contract violation. I disputed it, and they don't want nothing to do with taking it away from me. They said that I was guilty, so it's going to stick. Yeah, that's going to come in a video. And then, DoorDash is going through another lawsuit. Some lady's suing them over some stuff. Yes, Lisa, it does. It really, really, really does. I don't know if it was a GPS issue or a DoorDash issue. I don't know. It could have been a customer issue putting in the address wrong. There's a lot of variables there, and I did discuss that, and I did put that in the dispute, but obviously it doesn't do no good. So any contract violations I get, it's not worth disputing them. Not worth the time, not worth the effort, not worth the anything. But yeah, there's this lady, she's suing DoorDash now. It's this thing where she felt like it was a safety risk of us dashers taking pictures when we delivering food. I see lightning. I didn't know there was supposed to be a storm. This might get interesting. I'll write it out in the car. Just like Gigwise wrote out a tornado in his van. Yeah, that was a fun night for him, but he's not here to chat with it. But anyways, yeah, in retaliation, DoorDash flagged her as a fraudulent account because she uses 2 different cards on her account. One is a corporate card that she orders DoorDash with. The other one is her personal one. So there's a lawsuit going on there between somebody and DoorDash. And then something else I want to do a video on, I'm waiting for everybody to get their videos out, is people are going to be able to finance DoorDash. Like, they're going to be able to go finance their Popeye's chicken and Papa John's pizza. How well is that going to work? We do not know. I don't care what happens as long as we get paid to deliver it. Lisa, I'll be safe. I will be. I don't think it's nothing. I looked at the radar earlier because it looked awfully cloudy, and there wasn't nothing on the radar unless there's just something popping up. And I'm sitting in the parking lot where I encountered the parking lot Karen that one day that I did a video on quite a while back. I've got 3 people, 3 likes. Everybody say hi. Don't be shy. But yeah, I got a couple videos that are going to be coming out, a couple things that I agree, they do order too much. Yeah, privacy and defamation concerns. I mean, yeah, Tim, I had been seeing that all over the place. That's been in the gig work news and on Discord servers and different things. And but anyways, yeah, I'm getting some lightning, Tim, but I didn't see nothing on the radar, so I'm gonna be like you, and I'm gonna ride a storm out in the car. I don't think anything tornadic, but not gonna get anything probably of your magnitude. But if we do, hey, it'll be live, right? Yeah, Tim is using his chat GPT again. Yeah, Tim's trying to look smart. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's been on the gig news in different areas and different discords and stuff, and I've been looking and seeing it. And then Brash Dasher Charlie, he did a video explaining it, and we actually agree. We take DoorDash's side. I mean, whether the lady is using a corporate card or not, I mean, how do you know that she's really supposed to use that card? I mean, or just getting the food on the corporate account for herself, not the office. You don't know. And DoorDash wanting to take that measure for like, hey, you got to have a card on file in your name if you want to order through us, because that's a liability risk for DoorDash. So I can honestly say that's one thing that even Brash Dasher agrees. We can both side with DoorDash on that because of the name on the account holder's card. That would be like me ordering DoorDash using my buddy's debit card. That would not. Am I authorized to use that card? I might be, but according to DoorDash, I'm not, because that card does not have my name on it. Yeah, I can tell too, Lisa. He was trying to look somewhat intelligent there. Kudos, Tim. Kudos, kudos, kudos. Yeah, because if it would have been his normal voice to text or other things, there would have been some miss punctuations and misspelled words and off the wall mumbo jumbo, which is pretty much what this live is going to be tonight. It's going to be the mumbo jumbo. Yeah, Tim and that Chat GPT, boy, I don't know, I can't get into AI. I just cannot. That's not my It's not my thing. I guess I'm too dumb for it, or too dumb to figure it out. I can barely operate my phone. Yeah, yeah, my talk to text is really bad. Yeah, I would just rather Google and read. I guess that's just me. I barely know how to work YouTube, much less a AI bot of some sorts. I mean, hey, look at it. I tried to post a live stream and ended up deleting the whole entire thing. So, me and technology, I'm kind of technology illiterate. Not afraid to admit that. Yeah, so is my local news. My local news is better for info too sometimes. Today kind of sucked. It was a really nice day. Everybody was out. I didn't do too well. Download the X app, log on, and push the Grok button in the bottom of the screen. Not very difficult. X as in like the Twitter X. See, even that I don't know about. Well, I use Facebook, Instagram, and my gig apps, and YouTube. Which I do need to make an Instagram for the channel. I've got a whole email address set for it. I just need to make an Instagram for that channel, for this channel. And like I said, that's just something new to navigate that I barely have time to watch TV and sleep. I mean, even right now, I ain't even had dinner yet. My stomach's growling. I'm shocked y'all aren't even hearing it. I was going to sit here and stuff my face with a salad, but I didn't want to look like a pig on a stream. One of these nights, though, I might eat with y'all on stream. What's up, Luke? How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm just sitting here talking about how internet illiterate that I really truly am. I know how to make comments and I know how to roast people online, but that pretty much is about my ability. Well, that's good, Luke. I might be sitting here getting me a thunderstorm. I see some lightning to the west. I don't know yet, but we'll see if things kind of get interesting. Which they wasn't calling for any rain, so I'm kind of shocked that I'm seeing lightning. Libby's Canned Goods did message me on Instagram. Oh, yeah? I wonder if anybody's actually made that and tried that yet. I'm sure you will find out if somebody does. I know you sent me that whole recipe. I was like, I like lima beans, but I don't know if I would enjoy a lima bean hummus. Give me some lima beans and put some butter on them and some pepper, and I'm good. I'll eat like a fat kid in a candy store. I'm not really big. I'm not a really big hummus fan. I've tried it one time and I was like, nah. Well, I probably would because I do like some lima beans. I'm not a chickpea fan either, but I mean, but I do like some lima beans. I will eat those. Put me some butter and pepper on some lima beans now. Hey, we're talking. Hopefully Dashing Wumble comes in here tonight like he did last week. It's just a dip. Traditional hummus has chickpeas and what the heck is a tahini? I guess I'll have to Google that later. Oh, I did a delivery to a hotel today. I'm not going to go into what the paper said on the door. It was pretty bad. I guess I delivered a Subway sandwich to somebody who was at a wedding party, and one door said just married and a bunch of other things, but the door I delivered to said so and so sucks good. I'm like, let me just do this delivery and get out of here. Luke, Dashing Womble. A creamy nutty paste made from ground sesame seeds. Oh, okay. Yes, Lisa, I did take a picture of it. In fact, I Snapchatted Brash a picture of it because I wanted to see what he would say. Because I mean, I know he would have something smart to say about it. But yeah, I need to send that to you and Tim. I really do. I was thinking about that today. But yeah, it was pretty bad. I didn't take a picture of the door that had the wedding just married and a bunch of other stuff on it, but the door I delivered to at this hotel, it I took a picture of that. It was like on. I didn't, but I will. I will. I didn't even send it to Tim. I was like, what did I just deliver to? Like, hey lady, if you're a throat goat, more power to you. That's what I thought. And the sad thing of it was a hand it to me. I'm like, yeah, why couldn't I have just left that at the door, took the whole picture and sent that to DoorDash? That would have been, DoorDash would have been entertained over there in their headquarters. She earned her foot long. Yeah, and sadly, yeah, it was a foot long sandwich I delivered to. So, hey, I guess that puts a whole new meaning to Subway eating fresh, right? You don't have any deliveries lined up for tomorrow? Well, tomorrow's Sunday, so sometimes that's. I haven't seen hide nor tail from any catering. Nothing. Absolutely zero. Other than those the other day when they was sending me, want me to drive bukus and miles to go deliver tires for like 12 and $14. Hey Lisa, we know you got some. Deliver That actually tried to send me one today that I didn't get to in time to look at it. And that was the first one I've heard from Deliver That in a long time. I'm guessing because Gator's not in town to snag them. But I don't know. So if anybody does not know, which a majority of y'all here do know, that there's another channel, Gator's Playground, and he's on YouTube, and him and I are both in the Tulsa, Oklahoma market. And there are orders, deliveries that he'll see on Deliver that I will never see, that I don't see. And he's like, well, pull it up and look. I'm like, dude, it's just a blank screen. There's nothing there. Yeah, Gator's still in Texas. Well, he was as of last night when I talked to him. I haven't talked to him today. So, who knows where Gator's at now? He moves around. But yeah, like he'll get something on Deliver That, and offer will come through, and it's like he'll be like, Jason, look at this. This would be something, more closer to the area you're working in, because he's more north than I am, and I'm more south. But he sees things that I don't, which is kind of weird. And I know he's not an Emerald Elite driver or elite driver of any sorts. Yeah, because I just kind of found that weird. I was like, well, if we're both in the same market in the same area, you would think that we would both be fighting over these orders, but no. But I haven't seen anything outside of tire deliveries for delivered in the past couple of days. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing those cheap runs because I would have to go all the way to North Tulsa, which that's a drive, and then considering now I don't live in Tulsa, I live 45 minutes from Tulsa. So if I was to go from my house all the way to the north side of Tulsa, go make the delivery, and then go all the way back to the south side, that's a lot of miles to do for $14. I just can't. I know I've taken some garbage and I've done crazy things, but I don't want to do anything that crazy. Oh, you received your new hood release cable assembly today? So is YouTube Mechanics going to teach you how to do it? I mean, if I was there, I'd have that knocked out in no time. Oh, he might be live. I'll have to go catch his live after mine for a little bit. Yeah, he sure is live. I just scrolled down my notifications. Take out the words try. Yeah, with his I would because I don't know what I'm going to be doing after this. I'm probably going to be eating. I'm probably not going to be worried about anybody right now because I'm hungry. I'll learn as I take out the old one. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's not that hard to do. Mashed potatoes, that's all you did? That's all you had? You know, some good old fashioned homemade macaroni and cheese with some bacon in it sounds really good right now. And I'm not talking about the stuff you go buy in a box. I'm talking about actual homemade baked macaroni and cheese with some bacon in it and some Velveeta cheese. Yeah, I skipped breakfast and lunch too, and I'm feeling it. And here it is, almost 8:30 at night, and I'm a little hungry. I did wolf down one of these before the live tonight. I'm addicted to them beef sticks. Sounds good minus the bacon. Oh no, that sounds good with bacon. But I love bacon. Bacon's good in anything to me. You know what? Considering where I'm sitting where the parking lot Karen had her rendezvous with me that one day, and literally right across the street is Costco. Why did I not think about a Costco hot dog today? Yeah, I know they're terrible for me, but they're good. I can't help it. The Jack Links, it's the Jack Links Wild Hot. I really like those. Yeah, yeah. Well, I was confronted in the Target parking lot. It wasn't an employee of Target, but it was somebody in one of these local surrounding businesses. No, no, Tim, I get those at Maverick. I get those and I usually eat one a day. I don't know if I've seen those at Dollar Tree or not. Because I get the big ones, like the huge ones. Yeah. Boom. Yes, I am trying to suppress my hunger right now. But yeah, I don't think she wasn't an employee of Target. But when I did talk to the Target employees, they were like, no, you can park there. Heck, I'm sitting here doing my YouTube live right now. Ain't nobody bothering me. Which that would be fun if somebody did come knocking on my window and be like, hey, um, here's some video content, y'all. Live as it happens. Speaking of Gigwise, I will be going and seeing Mr. Gigwise in July. Yeah, I'm gonna be. I'm a traveler. I'm gonna be hitting the highways. You know, I've got Vegas in May. I'm gonna go to St. Louis in July. I'm gonna go for a Cardinals and Braves game, and I'm going to go run around St. Louis and see what I can't get into as far as money goes. The Skeleton Crew on Disney. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's about me. I will turn on a movie to watch, and I'm like, I fully intend to watch it, and then minutes later, hour, yeah, minutes later, whatever, I'm zonked out. Like I wasn't even watching anything. But what I like, because I got the Roku, so I got that Zumo Play. It's a free TV. It's a free thing on the Roku, and during the weekends they got this well, it was live PD, but it's on patrol. It's called On Patrol now. They got a whole marathon, and I turned that on last night and watched some of it and fell asleep. Woke up to this morning, it was still playing. Lisa, I can't take them all if he ain't getting them. But you know, there might be some videos on my channel and his channel. Well, hey there, Dashing Maverick. How are you doing, man? You out there making the money? Today was slow for me. Now, I did travel yesterday. I went to Oklahoma City area uh, and did some dashing and some Uber Eats and stuff like that. And I had one pop up. It was like an Arby's, and I was quite shocked. It paid $12 to go a mile. Yeah, I'm gonna be calling it a day after my live stream, and then I'm gonna drive my 45 minutes home. It's been really dead today for me. Well, hey, Fran. Well, I'm not talking about much, just rambling and you know whatever comes. But I'm glad to see you here. Really am. I can use some of this watch time to start getting this channel going. How how did you do today, Fran? Was it slow? Was it slow for you today too, or was it real slow for you today too, or was it a good okay day, because to me it was just mm. Yeah, Tim, I did see that text. I don't yeah, I did see that text. Oh, you don't work on Saturdays? Yeah, I would have liked to have been able to take weekends off, but some of the best money making days are on the weekends, and Sundays I can pull anywhere between 150 to $200. Oh, okay. I get that. I'm single with no kids, so I just get out of bed and throw on my clothes and I'm like, I'm going to work. $100 in 3 hours on Friday night. I don't think I've ever made that much in just 3 hours, but I think one of my best days this past week, I did like 5 hours, $100 easy then. But, and then the other five, I made some more. That was last Sunday because I had a really good day last Sunday, which was good because I needed to have that money in the bank account for the car payment. 10 pizzas, $15 that turned into 29 on DoorDash. Yeah, that is great. Shoot. I did one today. Um, like I said, I'm on the very, very south edge of Tulsa, and I had a delivery that was going all the way out to Broken Arrow, which was about 15 miles. I ended up making $22 on it. Not bad, but I mean, I deadheaded back so I could do my live stream down this way because I'm kind of choosy on what parking lots I want to sit in. I don't want nobody to bother me, and I don't really know much anything in Broken Arrow or people there, so I'm like, I'm a deadhead back. You have less than a 10% AR. Yeah, I lost my platinum again. I'll get it back, I'll lose it, get it back, lose it. That's why I keep myself scheduled, because you just never know. Boy, somebody's out here fighting and yelling. I don't know what they're. Oh, there's just some kids walking up this way. So, yeah, I like good road trips too. No, you didn't say that. Yeah, I got to start getting my stuff together so I can start planning for that trip. Are you going to fly or are you going to drive? Hey, Tornado Garden. Yeah, Fran, I'm going to stay with my uncle. My uncle lives in Arizona, just on the border of Arizona and Nevada. So it's a 70-mile drive. So I figured that I'll just stay with him and drive back and forth, which would be a lot easier for me. I need to talk to him too. Tell him to make some room for me for a few days. Yeah, Dolan Springs, that's where he lives, and yeah, so that's where I'm gonna stay. I'm just gonna stay with him because I want to be able to visit with him and stuff. And I haven't. He's an uncle I don't get to see a whole heck of a lot, and he's up there in age. So I figure getting to spend some time with him, spend time with everybody in Vegas. That's gonna be that's gonna be fun. How long of a drive is it gonna be for you? Because I think me and Charlie were talking about who's gonna have the longest drive. Because I think for me, it's going to be like 18 hours. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all. I'll have to have stops because I'll have to have gas, but I'll probably only have to stop a couple times to put gas in this car. I was very, very shocked on the gas mileage that this car got when I went to Nebraska. I was getting 37, 38 on the highway with it, and it's not even a hybrid. Yeah, I'm not going to stop and stay the night anywhere. I'm going to drive it straight through. I'm going to drive I'm going to drive it all the way, but yeah, friend, I only think I'm only going to have to stop and fill up for gas maybe 3 times, maybe. But like I said, I was very amazed at the gas mileage my Camry gets, and it's not even a hybrid. Tornado Garden out there making that money, and it'd been dead for me all day. But yeah, I do plan to make some trips. I do plan to see some people. I plan to do, you never know, I might be in a city near you. I know one of these days I would like to make it up into the Pacific Northwest and hang out with Charlie and Devious. I would like to see them both at the same time in the same city. Yeah, friend, I've got me a Toyota Camry. It's exceptional. I did the math. I literally used $25 worth of gas to drive 600 miles. Yeah, because when I was visiting with Charlie in Nebraska, he was talking about a lot of his hiking stuff that he does up there, places that he goes, things like that. I would love to go see that. I just don't know. I just don't know how much my bad knee could handle, but I would really give it a shot. It would have to be during, well, Tim, I got to lose weight somehow, man. I look like a Goodyear blimp. Spin classes at Planet Fitness. Yeah, I'm not doing no spin class. No, I mean I do enjoy walks and different things and stuff like that. I do those. That's not. In fact, we're going to be starting to get the weather again where I can start going and walking the Riverwalk Bridge every night up here after I get done working and stuff. I may do a live stream walking up and down the Riverwalk Bridge on a Saturday night. That might be fun. Me holding my phone, me walking up and down the bridge, up and down the bridge for an hour. I might do that. It might bore the crap out of y'all, but y'all might enjoy seeing me suffer. I'm the only thing I hate about leather seats, you slide down off of them. I do need to crack my window. It's starting to get a little warm in here. And I'm not got the car on. Oh, of course, Luke. Yeah, me suffering is what you're here for. Yeah. Hey, Hey, if it gets the views and the clicks, hey. And I might title the live stream "Watch This Fat Boy Suffer," because it might. Me walking up and down a bridge for an hour, just doom, 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 talking to you guys. Me holding the phone and people looking at me like I'm a complete idiot. I mean, I am a complete idiot, but I'll just make it even more obvious. Luke likes to see you suffer as well. I think he kind of likes to watch everybody suffer. I think that's his thing. I think that's what he. I think that's what he enjoys. 20-mile orders, yeah, I'll take them. I mean, if they pay me, I'll take 20-mile orders. Which that one I did today was 15 miles, and I made $22 off of it, and then I had to deadhead to 15 miles back. Yeah, Luke is pretty cool. I like to cut up with Luke in chats and stuff, so it's those feelings are mutual there. I'll give him a hard time as much as he gives me a hard time. I'm not somebody you can offend. I'm the offender, not the offendee. Oh, wow, Tim, you actually drove 28 miles to do a delivery? Boy, did Hades already freezeth over? Now, I'll take, I took a large order catering on DoorDash when I was in Lincoln, Nebraska. I took it 20 miles up the road to a town called Waverly, which there's nothing there but some industrial park. And I took a large order catering up there that paid me well. And it was still even deadheading back to Lincoln, back to civilization, another 20 miles. I still made over $1 a mile on that delivery. I was not, I was not disappointed at all. That was pretty cool. Because as soon as I got it, I sent the snap, I sent a picture of it to Charlie, and he goes, "Well, that's a lot of miles." He said, "But that is good money." I was like, "I'm taking it." He goes, "I hope so." I said, "Yeah, because I'm doing it." I'm still seeing a little bit of lightning, but not much. It didn't storm. I, I was waiting for a storm to come through and start blowing around and making this live stream a little more interesting than watching me. Don't forget about the 3,000 people that live there. That live where? If there's 3,000 people in Waverly, Nebraska, I'd be shocked. Because, like I said, that was just industrial area that I was in up there. Yeah, Lisa, Tim must have been bored to do that one. I mean, he had to have been. I mean, he didn't even want to drive a toy a few miles yesterday, last night. Oh, you have an uncle that lives up in that area? Well, okay. Yeah, that's where I went. I was in Lincoln when I went and seen Charlie stuff, and then I had that delivery that took me up there. It was large order catering. It logistically worked perfect until the return. I know, I'm just giving you crap about it because I used the word toy, to keep it appropriate for the stream, but I had to I had to make a funny at something. Yeah, Luke, I'm going to be having a video come out since you like drama, man. I'm going to do a drama video about me and DoorDash and a contract violation. And I'm not going to get into what I told the support agent in a video. We will leave that out. But let me just say, I did not express very nice language. Oh boy, now you're explaining it. Anyone in your stream is likely not appropriate. Yeah, yeah. Well, I got to try and keep it appropriate because I do want something to take off on YouTube, but what I type and what I say are two different things. It was all in the description. Well, you read deep into that description. And that toy is not going deep anywhere because it didn't get, well, it didn't get delivered by you. Not to say that somebody didn't deliver it. Oh, Luke, we know you're not appropriate. And we know that I can be socially unacceptable sometimes too. Once it hit that price, it disappeared. Well, then I guess somebody was going to have themselves a good night then. It was you not delivering the happy ending, though. Or the beginning, whichever way they want to say it. I need to shave all this crap off. I look gray. I look like an old man. Well, there's some cars out here that's got snap, crackle, pop, and mufflers. It sounds like they're tooting. Yeah, I'm going to get that chopped off too. Turn me upside down and mop the bathroom floor with me. That'd be some good use right there for my head. Forget the wet willy. Hey, mop the whole floor with my head. Beard looks fine. To me, it don't. I like my baby face when it's shaved. I can get my own. You know what, Tim? If I was to do that, I would probably shave my entire head. I don't have a steady hand. I would have zigzags everywhere. I would have patches of hair here and no hair here and patches here and God knows what's going on in the back. Yeah, I got to go get my hair cut. Well, Tim, then I'll just let it grow more, and when I come see you, you can cut my hair. How's that? Clippers that won't let you shave it bald, yo. You know what? That would be a good live stream. Me sitting there with Tim and him cutting my hair. That could be epic. That could be epic content. That would scare the customers. Don't touch people's heads. That weirds you out. You got guts. You know, friend, I do schedule all my lives, even though on Saturday nights I do schedule them. And I put this one out yesterday morning. I think I need to start doing it like midweek so people know. Not like I got a whole lot of subscribers or anything, but I mean, maybe I need to give it a little more notice. My hands are dry and cracked and yucky. Yes, I carry lotion in the car for my hands. Some good old Bath and Body Works. And I hate that they discontinued this brand. I love this brand, the Teakwood. Not me, I just fire it up, no warnings. Yeah, I like to warn on mine because I don't want to just fire it up because, you know, there might be somebody else live or going live that somebody else plans to watch or whatever. But if I schedule mine, they'd be like, oh, well, Jason's going live, so we'll go to his or whatever. YouTube doesn't like to give notifications for smaller channels, so I have to manually check everyone's. Okay, so Fran, every Saturday night, and I did put this in the deal if you're free or whatever, I'm not saying. Every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, I have dedicated that time to do me a live stream every week. No, Tim, I was talking about like if I just automatically fired it up while somebody else was live and everybody else was in somebody else's live and not mine or whatever. That's why I want to pre-schedule mine. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going there and tell Dashing Womble he missed my live stream, so hopefully he'll go back and watch it. Well, not much to watch here, but, you know, it's something. It's something for me. But, yeah, just know. And next time, and see, Fran, I don't even see, and I'm subscribed to your channel, and I got my notifications on, too, and sometimes I don't get notifications for you, either. Because even at minimum, I'd like to drop in there and say hi. And when I do see you live, I do try to get in there and give my hellos and stuff like that. But if I'm working, I'll probably have it playing in the background and I just don't say anything. I just let it play. Yeah, Tim, you don't feel like hearing about that any night or any day, honestly. Yeah, and then I don't know if I mentioned this yet. For those that don't know, I have been on a Spark waiting list for over 3 years. And I contacted them. I actually contacted them via phone. And they told me that there's no openings in my area. I'm like, well, you know, I'm ready to work. I'm willing to work. I'm willing to go out there and do some deliveries and stuff. Well, the next night they sent me a text that said that I can onboard or whatever, that they're seeking drivers in my area. And I'm like, wow, okay. I open it up and it says we're not currently accepting drivers in your area. And I'm like, well, you just told me you were, but now you're not. What communication or wires got crossed here? Because you all had me hoping, oh, yay, I'm going to get to go be a sparkler. And then I get let down. Now, Charlie is definitely one that, because him and I have built a really good friendship. Now, Charlie is one that I will literally stop and I will watch. I just could not do that this last Tuesday. Try Phoenix. You know what? I may use my J Twist Gigs email that I've got set for my YouTube channel to do that. Yeah, Lisa, I found that, yeah, because he got on almost instantaneously. And I have been trying for the past 3 years. I've even tried cities near me like Fayetteville, Arkansas. I've tried Springdale, Arkansas. Hell, I've tried Bentonville, Arkansas, where their headquarters are. Um, yeah, friend, I do watch Chuck. I don't catch many of his live streams, but I do watch his videos. Oh, and that's another thing. I got to figure out. I don't know where my social security card is. I do not know where my birth certificate is. And I'm going to have to get a real ID if I'm going to want to do Spark. No, Tim, I see GoPuff, a lot of GoPuff on Uber Eats, and those orders are worse than poop I take in the mornings. They're bad. I I could only imagine. I do got a real driver's license. I just don't have the real ID. There's a difference between an actual driver's license and the real ID. On my driver's license, it says, let me cover all this up. It says, oh gosh, it says not for real ID purposes. Up here in the corner, it says not for real ID purposes. But I do have a driver's license. Well, maybe it's different in Missouri. You are in Missouri and I am in Oklahoma. But yeah, it says not for real ID purposes. So I would have to, and Gator is the same way. He's got a CDL and it costs more for him to do his. So once he gets all his documentation together to go get his real ID, now he's going to have to pay that fee again to get his driver's license redone after he just had it redone. Well, I would only want the real ID for purposes of getting into like the state capitol building, or if I want to get into doing Spark or some of these apps that are going to require it. Outside of that, I do not belong on a plane. I don't fly. I feel like if I was going to fly, God would have given me wings and made me a bird. If I can't get there by car, I have no business getting there. I would rather take it longer and drive across the country than to fly across the country. That's a fear. I don't like it. In fact, I had a really good friend from high school who perished in a plane crash, and it's not it's not even up for discussion for me. I don't get on a plane. I won't get on a plane. And if I got to get on a plane to go somewhere, I'm not going. But when the Vegas meetup happens, if people fly in, because I plan on to be in there early, just like Charlie does, but I don't mind, throwing some contact information out on the channel or wherever. And if somebody needs a ride from, to be picked up at the airport, either in Phoenix or in Vegas, I don't care. I'll go and I'll pick people up at the airport. Some of our group that wants to go. I don't mind doing that, but my butt ain't getting on a plane. Would it make more logistical sense for me to fly to Vegas? Of course it would. But no, we don't do that. But like I said, when it comes closer to that meetup, I'm going to throw some contact information out there, like Snapchat or whatever, so that way, if somebody flies in and they want to ride from the airport, I don't mind picking them up at the airport. Fly to Austin. Oh, you going to go to Dashing Mavericks meetup? I think for me to get to Austin, it's about an 8 hour, maybe 8 hour drive. And I really thought about going. Yeah, I think it was like April the 13th or something like that that he's doing it in Austin. I believe he's doing an Austin meetup. I've seen that on his Discord. And I did tell him that I would try to make it, but I don't know. We'll see. April 11th and 12th. Yeah, I've got a lot of trips coming up. Like I said, I got the Vegas trip in May. I've got the St. Louis trip in July. Even if I drove down there for just a day, I think that's doable. I got to see how long it would take to get to Austin for me. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I live in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area, so yes, I am a part of his Discord, Fran. In fact, that's where I've posted my YouTube link, and I've actually had conversations with Mav. Yeah, I've had conversations, even private conversations with Mav. Yeah, I've got messages. You do. I'll go in there and find you. I think you commented on something in there when I posted my YouTube thing. But yeah, yeah, my J Twist Nader Alley Gigs. That's my Discord handle. Yeah, I'm also a part of Gigwise's Discord too, where we all go in there and chat. Um, Shoot, even Bubba Sue, she comes in there and chats with us too. So yeah, yeah, just go ahead and add me, and I will accept it as soon as my live ends here in the next few minutes, because I'm fat and hungry. But yeah, there's Discords that I'm a part of that I go into voice chats and we talk. I cut loose, let myself loose. Try to get Charlie on a Discord, but he ain't doing it. What I need to do is get a second device, but I have yet to determine whether I'm keeping my current phone provider or going to go with somebody else. And I'm looking into different phone plans. Yeah, really. Yeah, Charlie said when I talked to him about it in Nebraska, he just didn't really have any interest in it, because I was telling him that I'm a part of some Discords where we do voice servers and stuff where we're in voice. Because honestly, if I was just to be out here by myself, no Discord, no voice, no nothing, I think I would go completely bonkers. But today, I got free Sirius XM for 6 months. So I've been out listening to Sirius XM and just tearing the road up today. Yeah, it really is. I like to message people privately. I like to be in the voice chats. I like to different things like that. And Fran, I even got my email address that's in the description of my YouTube channel here too as well. So I did create an email for this channel. But yeah, I mean, hey, that's cool. I'll add you as a friend. Looks like I'm dropping on some people anyway, but it's already about 5 after 9 for me, and I need to think about dinner. Oh, no, 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 no. You're not keeping me. You're keeping the conversation going. If people want to talk, I'll stay longer. If they don't, then hey, not a problem, Fran. And next time you're live, girl, I'll catch yours. So, anyways, everybody, I'm out. I've been live for an hour and 5 minutes, and Fatty's hungry. I'll catch y'all in the next one next Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. See y'all later. Now I got to figure out how to get off here. Later, Luke. Later, Fran. Later, Lisa. And later, Tim. I know you're hiding in the corner somewhere. There you are. You're the last one. We'll see you later.